Silence!
Serge, I'm so proud of you, bro. You've been working on your game since you was 6 years old. I taught you all your moves, man.
Absolutely not.
Jackie, baby girl, you so beautiful. Not once around here have you gave me any problems. Look, as a family,
I heard about your game last night.
Should have been, man.
we came a long way. Look, hard work pays off.
You June's sister, right?
Yeah, that's me. You ain't gonna believe who drove me home. That boy, Chris.
Chris who?
You got a boyfriend?
They all act like they scared of June.
There's some real brotherly love
blessed,
going on
man.
right here, man.
Definitely
Look at this.
So next to the young phenom, my boy right here, you know.
Hey, man,
Young
y'all-
Hollywood.
Y'all all young.
Old,
Hollywood,
man. I'm old, brother. I look
You're a rookie and a vet.
Let's talk about let's jump right into some of the themes of this movie, because I'm sorry, you, Cory, because I mean, you coming from Chicago, and a lot of people say, hey, you made it out of Chicago, but I'm not gonna say that. It's a great place to be.
Yeah.
But Chicago has a lot of violence. A lot of young men didn't make it out of Chicago.
Right.
How does that resonate with you when you're talking about some of the themes of this story and some of your character and what?
It resonates for me because I would love, you know, not just Chicago, but everybody to watch this movie just to lay it out there to show you what can happen, you know, when you choose the path of a June, you know, or a path of, you know, Quincy's character as well. So it's just kind of like, you know, you can get something out of this movie and turn it into a positive, and that's just what I would hope that all communities get from this, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's about brotherhood, it's about family, it's about relationships, and, you know, just take positive from this movie. That's it for me.
Do you mind if I speak on June?
Please, go ahead, sir.
June has a moment where he tries to right his wrongs. And that's another thing that I hope people recognize. You know what I mean? That you have a chance to do the right thing. But also, you're always gonna have to suffer consequences for your actions, whether your actions be positive or negative. Right. You know what I mean? So the way June starts off is not how June ends. You know what I mean? Like, even though things happen to him, he has that moment where he tries to do the right thing. You know what I mean? Or just have a paradigm shift. And that's what I love about the character. Because he does represent a lot of brothers in the hood who are really just doing what they can with the options that they have. But his character shows that, no, you can do other things. You're not going to be able to escape what you did before, but you can create positivity. You know, and if everybody works together, then, you know, you may have brotherly love turn out completely different.
Will the society let you have that second chance as a black man, just as a black man? I know this movie speaks to a lot of different races, but
it does.
A lot of times you make a mistake, and when something happens, it's like, well, he smoked weed in '85. You know, it's like does.
Yeah, but honestly, I mean, I can't tell you how much I empathize with that struggle. But one of the things that I have to realize is that, you know, within this much space, there's that much freedom. Do you know what I'm saying? So you're always gonna have to, you always have a choice. It's just a question of opening your mind, stilling yourself, and not rushing into things. You know, you have time, you do have an opportunity to see another way. Do you know what I'm saying? Because look at where we are right now, and we initially started off in chains. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So if we could have easily had a conversation then. Like, well, what are we gonna be able to do? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But there's always time. There's always a choice.
Gotta talk to you, Quincy, because I mean, first, I'm curious as to your career. You've been surrounded by successful people, from Quincy Jones to Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, to I'll Be Sure. So, how has that pressure allowed you to still be able to develop as your own man and your own career?
Well, it's definitely put me in like this pool of, okay, I have a lot of freedom and stuff, but I have to, you know, really. I got to work hard in a sense for me, necessarily. Like, my family's already, you know, that, but it's like, you know, I'm also a part of my family, so I can only create and you know, create the family's value and only build on that, you know, and it's all about really the focus that I have in, you know, with my delivery as an actor, whether it's a music performer, everything, all in all, you know, is definitely delicate, you know, because sometimes you can do a bunch of good things and it'd be cool, but you do one bad thing that kind of overshadows all that, you know, that progress that you know, could have made. But the pressure is definitely, but I have a great support system at the end of the day, whether my team, my manager, my pops, my mom, you know, that support system is really pushing me more than anything, you know, so that kind of, you know, lets me know that, you know, despite all the chit chat, whatever it is, you know, the pressure, that's like, you know, I read the comments, whether stuff, you know, that's like behind the scenes, you know, despite all that, you know, my support system is really keeping me on top of my game, so.
That's what's up.
Kudos to all you brothers, man. People are watching you guys and getting inspired. So I'm cheering you guys on for you and for your fans.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
you.